Long ago, around the time of Christ, there lived a boy named Setanta. His uncle, Conor MacNessa, was the king of Ulster. The king lived in a great fort, at a place called Eanhain Maha, near the town of Armagh. Conor MacNessa had a troop of boys under his care which were called the Macra. The king had made a playing field for them near his own fort. Here the boys were trained to run and wrestle and play at war with their toy swords and spears. They played hurling and other games too. If the boys were good enough they would become a warrior in Conor's legendary army, the Red Branch Knights. Setanta lived with his mother near Dún Dealgan, Dundalk. Setanta longed to join the Macra, but his mother thought he was too young. He begged her day after day until she gave him his way. Setanta set out alone for the king's fort. It was a long journey, but Setanta had his hurley and slitter to play with. He hit the slitter far ahead and forward to catch it on his hurley before it hit the ground. When Setanta reached the fort he saw the Macra playing a game of hurling. He ran in among the boys and caught the ball. The other boys were furious that this boy had joined the game uninvited. They attacked Setanta from all sides and threw their spears at him. Setanta caught the spears on his shield. Setanta fought off the boys bravely. The noise disturbed the king, who was playing chess, and he went to see what was happening. The king was very angry. Setanta shouted, "I am your nephew. I have come from Dundalk and I have come to join the Macra." The king admired Setanta's bravery and welcomed him to the Macra. Setanta loved his life in the Macra and time passed quickly. There was a blacksmith in Ulster named Cuchulainn who made swords and spears for Conor MacNessa and his warriors. One day Cuchulainn invited the king, his knights and Setanta to a feast in his fort. When King Conor was setting out for Cuchulainn's fort, Setanta was playing a game of hurling. He told the king that he would follow as soon as the game was finished. Before the feast began, Cuchulainn asked if everyone was in, for if everyone was, he would release his fierce hound, who guarded his fort. "We are all here," said the king, forgetting about Setanta. Cuchulainn let loose his hound. As soon as the game was over, Setanta set out for the feast. As soon as he came near Cuchulainn's fort he heard the deep growls of a wolfhound. Suddenly the Holland leaped forward and attacked. Setanta had no weapons but his hurley and slitter. With all his strength Setanta hurled his slitter down the hound's throat. The hound fell dead. Inside the fort they heard the noise. Conor jumped to his feet and cried out, "We have forgotten Setanta." Conor and the Red Branch Knights rushed out expecting to find the boy torn to pieces. Conor was amazed and delighted to see Cuchulainn's great hound laying dead at Setanta's feet. The warriors shouted with joy. Only one man was sad. It was Cuchulainn. He had lost the wolfhold he loved and guarded his house faithfully every night. "I will be your watchdog," said Setanta. Cuchulainn agreed. From that day on Setanta was called Cuchulainn, which means the Hound of Cuchulainn.